Hello and welcome to day 64 of the 1000 days of no code challenge. Okay, let me ask you something. Whenever you are registering on a portal using your sensitive information like your name, date of birth, or sometimes PAN details, Aadhaar details, and so on and so forth, how many of you think, is my data safe? What if my data gets exposed, right? Similar thoughts will be there for users of your application as well. And that's why it is our duty as developers to ensure that the data entered by our users on our portal is safe and secure. Privacy rules ensures that users are able to see only the data they are supposed to see. So let's see, how do we apply privacy rules? And after we apply the privacy rules, let's also see if users are able to see only what they are supposed to see. Let's dive in. So if you go to data types, then you can see all of this is now publicly visible. What does this mean? So I'll go to the admin page, okay, which is where we have added this repeating group. I'll just remove this assign roll number, the weekly report. Now the reason I've added all users page is just for us to demonstrate how privacy rules will help us restrict the users to be able to see only the data that they are supposed to see, right? So I'll add a couple of more fields, okay, from the users, of course, and this will be current users, let's say OTP, okay, and this can be of just 75, right? And it can be fixed because it's not an email address, but it's a OTP of 1 2 3 4 5. So this is DOB we have added, and this is created date if I'm not wrong, right? So we have added all the fields that we have on the user data table. Anyway, so let me go to the header, and we have to add after email, I'll add this as OTP, and this should be 75 fixed. Oh, so we have one more icon here, which is of 25. So we need to add something of 25 at the end, right? And this can be 25, made us last, and nothing added there. Okay, because we've added this icon over here, and that icon is not added on the header. Okay, so I'm going to add that icon beginning of this one. Okay, and let's make this as the previous. And we have some 5 pixels of that's there in the, yep, we have added some left and right padding. So let's do the same thing over here as well, left and right. Okay, so quickly adjusted the column so that it looks neat. The reason why we have come to all users page is just to ensure that we can test the privacy rules, right? Now, we do not have any privacy rules added, okay? You can see on the users, we do not have any privacy rules. It is publicly visible, which means that no matter whoever comes onto this page, right, they will be able to see every detail, like every user's details will be shown. Okay, so I'm going as, let's say, abcd +1234@richmond.com, and this will show all the users details on the page. So you can see that we can see all the user details, right? I'll go to the next page, we can see next page, and so on and so forth. We can see all the details, right? And OTP for whichever user we have, that is being shown. Okay, now we do not want this to happen. We want admins to be able to see all the user details. Okay, and that's why we'll go to privacy, we'll go to data types, and we will add a field called admin, okay, which could be yes or no, right? and we will go to app data and we will add a couple of admins. So I am going to make this as an admin user. Okay. And likewise, I am also going to make this particular user as an admin user. Okay. Now closely observe. I'll go to privacy and I'll define a new rule. Okay. And the rule over here is going to be admin access. Okay. You can name this anything. Okay. What matters is what you give here. And here I'm going to make it as current users. Admin is yes. Then view all fields is enabled. Find this in search is enabled. View attached file is enabled. Okay. Everyone else means everyone else apart from the conditions added over here, right? And I have mentioned that view all fields is not checked. Find this in search is not checked. View attached files is not checked. Auto binding is not checked. I'm going to define another rule, and this I will name it as self, which means the current user can see their own details, right? So I'll go to this user. So I'll add a condition. This user is current user. This user here refers to a particular record, right? So view all fields I'll uncheck, and we want to show them their cover image, okay, date of birth, email verified, phone number, name in case if they have added any files, profile picture, roll number, email, created date, modified date, and let's say social networks as well, right, and Slack. But we will not show them their own OTP, right? We do not want to show them the OTP on the front end. Now, because we have added this privacy rules, let's see what happens. We have not done any change in the design. Okay. So here we still have do a search for users, and we have added the constraints with created date and name contents, right? We will see how this changes on the front end. So I will log in as, let's say, this user. Okay. I'm clicking on run as. And I've not changed anything else, but still I'm able to see only that particular user's detail, right? You can see that I've logged in as this particular user and I can see only that user. If I log in as this particular user here, right, where the name is Rachel Smith, I am going to run as that particular user, and that particular user will be able to see only their details. Now, if I go to one of the user who has OTP, right? Let's check for one of the users who have OTP. Okay, so let's go with this particular user, okay, which is the test user that we created, which is test2, right? And I'm going to run as this user here. And you can see that this particular user is able to see the name, the email address that we have added, and date of birth along with the registration date, but not the OTP, because that's what we have set in the privacy rules for that particular user, right? We have mentioned self, which is they will be able to see their own details. Okay, the condition for that is this user is current user. Okay, and we have given all the fields to be seen apart from OTP and admin. Okay, now see the beauty. I'll go to user, okay, who has admin access, okay, which are these two users. And if I log in as any of these users, then they can see everything, right? All the user details along with OTP if that user has OTP. You can see that we have come to 6th page, and we can also see the OTP because they are the admin users who have access to everything. You saw the beauty, right? And that is privacy rules. And that's how you secure the data of your users, ensuring that each user can only see what they are supposed to see. while keeping everything else locked away. Now that you know how privacy rules can be applied, take some time, apply privacy rules for all the data that you want to apply for, and see if each user can see only the data they are supposed to see. Now, it's not mandatory that you have to put privacy rules for everything, because there are some data that you want everybody to be able to see. For example, if you have pricing plan added to your app and the details of pricing plan is in your database, you do not want that to be locked from your users. Ideally, everybody should be able to see all the plans that are available and the details of those plans. And in that case, you do not add any privacy rules for that particular data type, enabling all the users to be able to see that data. So, apply privacy rules wherever necessary, and you can expose the data wherever applicable. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.